content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Be part of the MegaETH army. Join up. Join up. We coming to you, and well, we had a major drop today on this MegaETH. Major drop, pullback. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Down today 7.06%. Sitting at a price of 0.1102. Right above 11 cents. Big red candles. Blood on the streets, as some of the content creators say. Blood on the street. But I wanted to come and cover some information to you. I gathered some information from Grok. The reason we're having this pullback is the overall market too is bearish, but we had a pullback on Bitcoin. Inflation rate data was higher than expected. Uncertainty in the markets, but Bitcoin is holding up pretty strong with the pullback it had. Main causes of selling pressure. Number one, we had a post-launch profit taking. This is the biggest factor on this pullback. So, it was all the way up. Mega launched on April 30th, 2026. Since then, it's dropped significantly from its initial highs. It went all the way up 38 cents, 22 to 38 cents, and is now struggling around 11 cents. Public sale participants who bought at lower prices unlocked portions and sold into listings. So, got early investors, and this is Fluffle NFT holders, Echo Round, had 20 to 50% unlocks at TGE. Many took quick profits, and that's what we're seeing right now. Airdrop and incentive selling, that's number two cause. There was an immediate distribution to early participants on the Fluffy NFT holders and public sale buyers. Season 1 farming campaign, April 28th to June 23rd, 2026 is live with 2.5% of the total supply allocated as rewards. Farmers often receive the expected tokens to cover cost of or lock profits. Number 3, token unlocks in high FTV. Total supply, 10 billion mega. Only 11% circulating at launch. Low float plus high hype equals extreme volatility. Performance is based on locks. KPI rewards, staking, and emissions are added. More supply as milestones are hit. Heavy negative CVD, as seen on the chart that I'll show you in a moment, confirms sustained selling from these groups. Classic post TGE pattern. New L2 tokens frequently see 30 to 60% plus drops in the first 1 to 2 weeks as liquidity is absorbed and early holders exit. The bottom line to all this information I'm giving you, yes, airdrops, early unlocks, and incentive distribution are definitely causing a large part of the current downward pressure. And this is typical. Sell the news behavior after a hype launch. The good news, RSI and the Stochastic are deeply oversold. As shown on the chart that I'll show you in a minute, negative funding rates suggest selling may be exhausting. The project continues building, TVL growth, new apps. And as I can see right here, look at the TVL on how it's went from 99, 100 million all the way to 784.29 million. Today in the last 24 hours, we didn't see no growth on the TVL. But this is where it's been with the price pulling back. Let's get over here on the chart. And like I said, I gave you the price and everything. We fell below this area that we needed to hold, And we down here this next, we came down to this next area I had outlined here, and we need to hold this 10.8 cents right here, and then we need to work our way back up to resistance and see if we can break through that resistance. Before we do, we need some volume to come in here. We need some buying to come in to help support this bounce and move back up. If not, the only thing that we're going to do right now until we see volume or continuation bullish market, we see this market bounce and Bitcoin start heading back up to 81, 82,000. That would help MegaETH because these alts move with Bitcoin dominance setting at 60.83. So I am looking for a bounce here. Where we at? Currently we're sitting at this price right here, somewhere right here. We could work our way back up, get rejected, come back down, bounce off of that, then start working our way back up here. Because it's a sign that on the chart that we are cooling off from selling pressure. What I got pulled up here on CoinGlass is the 4-hour chart. Open interest is stable, slightly down, and gradual deleveraging, which can reduce the risk of sharp liquidation cascade. The funding rates are mildly negative. Shorts are paying longs. A potential contrarian signal for exhaustion of selling. So we are on the funding rates. We are getting exhausted. Selling's getting exhausted right now, and we could see a bounce here. Is what I was showing you on the chart. On the futures business, we've set positive buyers showing some aggression on the dips. Buyers coming in now trying to absorb some of this selling pressure that we got, trying to get getting the price of MegaETH sitting back kind of neutral, so we don't see no further continuation down. The technical indicators, like we look at the MACD, still bearish but flattening, possible momentum divergence forming. On the RSI, we deeply oversold, as you can see on the RSI. Strong bounce. We could get a strong bounce here, potential if it holds this zone. On the Stochastic, we extremely oversold. It's just flat in the oversold zone down here. It's just moving flat. Often, besides, a short-term relief rally. So we could see that bounce I was showing you on the chart there that I drawed out for you. Short term, I'd say, be cautious, but oversold bounce likely. A heavy negative CVD shows sellers are in control still, but extreme oversold readings plus negative funding, if you put those together, often, they lead to a rally on the chart here. So volume just constantly decreasing, and that's why we're seeing spot accumulation. Look at there, people just selling off, just selling. But I'm holding. I'm holding it, and I'm buying on the way down because I know where this token's going. If you look at the situation with Ethereum, let me put my glasses on. think about the situation with Ethereum. Let's get over here on the charts with Ethereum for a minute. This project, this L2 right here, MegaETH, is very important to Ethereum, y'all. Where's it at? There it is. Ethereum is just consolidating up here in this range. We get back to the weekly chart. Let me show you something. Look at there, from bull run to bull run top, it couldn't get no higher. And there's a lot of reason behind this, y'all. A lot of reason behind this. Back in 2018, we did push up to 1,400. We went down all the way back down to $80, $81, $81, y'all. And we rallied all the way to 49, 49 and some change. And that's what we got to over here, 49 and some change. And that's coming from $875. The most impressive cycle that Ethereum had was back here from, December 2018. Or you could say, you come right here. You could say February of 2024. We had what in the world happened? I have no clue why that happened. I know what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna get rid of it. But you look at Ethereum, the fees it costs us to on Ethereum is outrageous, and the speed is slow. Faster than Bitcoin, and I'd say cheaper than Bitcoin, but compared to this new technology that's come out, Solana, Sui, Ethereum, you could say is losing interest. People is moving on to faster technology. Now, Ethereum's got a big blockchain, y'all. Old school right here. They needed to they needed something to improve their speed and cost. And this is where MegaETH come in. There's a lot going on with MegaETH. I think it's going to succeed at what it's created for, what its purpose is as an L2 on top of Ethereum. It's going to solve the issue with speed. It's going to solve the issue with cost, and it's really fast, really fast. So for this L2 MegaETH to bring success and investors back into Ethereum, we could see a massive rally after we finish the bear market cycle and we go into a bull market cycle. But right now, MegaETH has got to prove to institutions, retail, and others that it can do what what it's built for on top of Ethereum. And this token is going to be it's going to be massive if it fulfills and I'm betting on that. That's the reason I'm invested in MegaETH. I'm investing because I do believe that it's going to do substantially well. magnificent. I do believe it. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight. You know, I believe Tom Lee knew about this project too. I believe Tom Lee knew about MegaETH. For them to be invested in Ethereum like that, they knew this layer two. Because before this come along, MegaETH, uh, nothing's worked yet. Nothing's worked to improve the speed and the cost on the speed, scalability, and the cost. All nothing has came along yet to improve that because you got uh, farming yield on Ethereum that is you you don't get you got a lot more interest in Solana in farming on Solana and Sui than you do Ethereum. And that's one reason that it's so low is because the cost uh the cost to transactions to on Ethereum. But this project's going this is going to save Ethereum. Not Ethereum going to zero or nothing like that, but if they didn't do something quick, and this project here fails, and I don't think it's going to fail. I'm just saying, if it fails, you could see Ethereum fall, further and not reach back to all-time highs or beyond. So I'm just stating the facts that I'm basically I'm betting the farm on MegaETH to save Ethereum. Prices that it could reach, I asked AI, it was from 10 short term, if it's a success, uh, $10 massive bull run, $50 plus on an 11-cent token. 11-cent token. So just imagine if you buy a token for 11 cents and it goes to $10. Massive gains, massive. So the risk to reward, if it's a success, like I do think it's going to be, because you got major institutions that's buying up Ethereum, Tom Lee, and if he was on the channel, if he would be honest, I'd say you betting the farm on MegaETH, and he'd probably tell you yes, that it's going to do things for Ethereum, something that Ethereum's been lacking. So it's just it's the old 69. It's been upgraded. It's got the LS1 in it. It's a lot faster, cheaper to operate. As far as old carburetor, slow response, and it costs us more to keep that old thing up running. So if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. I ain't gonna keep you here too much longer, but subscribe now if you stand behind ETH and you hold ETH, or you don't, you plan on investing. This pullback ain't scared me. It's not. I'm not worried about it, not one bit. And if I did, I'd tell you. I'd be honest with you. But this is another one that's going anything that improve the blockchain of Ethereum and bring retail and institutions back investing and farming on Ethereum. This is it. In the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months, you're going to see a turnaround. We're pulling back now, but I'm no panic. I'm not panicking. I'm fine. I'm that convinced on MegaETH. And I'm going to accumulate all I can buy. As Tom Lee buys ETH, I'm buying MegaETH. I'm buying in MegaETH. So subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Just don't come through and many people, the average watch time is 2 to 3 minutes. And here I am, I'm on a 20-minute video. So much you need to listen and find out. So on to the next one. God bless you.